Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. We're going to center ourselves here. Toya's not here today. Toya's not here today. Look at us all matching because it's cold in the East Coast. This is Dexter Suckley. This is Sex Dr. Heather. And what is going on today? Look at me showing a little cleavage.
I see. I was wondering what was going on.
Happy birthday, Betty White, the TV icon, is 97. Wow. James Earl Jones, also celebrating a birthday. He is 88. William Hart, Poogie from the Delphonics. He's celebrating a birthday today as well. Dave Chappelle. I get excited and I can't get it together. Dave Chappelle has an R. Kelly story.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, when he did those skits about R. Kelly, R. Kelly and his goons were going to go after Dave Chappelle, and they were threatening him. Now, I'm sure that Dave didn't take this kindly, but yeah. Rihanna is starting a fashion house, everybody. She has an amazing cosmetic line. She just unveiled her concealers, and they're all that. She's joining the likes of Dior, Versace. I mean, she's really been a trendsetter, but now Rihanna is coming out with a fashion house. Larry Blackman of Cameo, Candy. What other songs? Single Life. There's some great songs in the 80s. Larry Blackman is suing his bandmates. Apparently, Cameo has broke up. So the four musicians, they had to go on their own. They got to feed their families. Right. Well, Larry Blackman said, you won't say Cameo when you do it. He said that they are illegally profiting off of his brand. He's suing them for $2 million.
Wow.
61st Annual Grammy Awards, everybody, are taking place on February the 10th. We know Alicia Keys is hosting, right? Janelle Monáe is performing. Cardi B is performing. Shawn Mendes, Post Malone. Did I mention Janelle Monáe?
I'm excited about that. Yeah.
And there's going to be a tribute to Motown. This year, everybody, Motown is celebrating 60 years. So there's going to be a nice tribute inside. How do you come off the number one movie in the country, The Upside? Kevin Hart, you know, The Upside was number one, everybody.
Yes.
He has just signed on for the live-action feature, Monopoly.
Oh.
How many of us have played Monopoly?
Kevin, you go, boy.
Yes, Tim Story, who brought us Barbershop, is going to be directing. Now, filming starts next month on Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Jack Black, Awkwafina, the young Asian star who blew up with Crazy Rich Asians. She's coming. And Danny Glover.
That boy's working. I like that.
Danny Glover, Color Purple fame, Lethal Weapon fame. He's been added to the cast and everybody. It comes out December 13th. So you got to think. They're filming it next month.
It's quick.
Yeah, it's quick. But this movie is coming out December 13th. Gladys Knight is going to be singing the national anthem at this year's Super Bowl. Now, there's been a lot of controversy about the artist. You've got Maroon 5. They tried to get Rihanna. She said no. Cardi. She said no because a lot of people are standing in solidarity with Colin Kaepernick. So they got Travis Scott, who has a baby with Kylie Jenner. Travis out here lying. He said that he talked with Cap and it was cool.
But
it wasn't cool because he never talked. Travis, just say, I want the money.
Yeah.
I need the money. I really want to do this. But don't go lying. Big Boy from Outkast, and there was a rumor. I don't know how true it is because I don't even know if they still speak. But Andre 3000 will be joining Big Boy. So much sense. And there could be an Outkast reunion at the Super Bowl.
That makes sense.
Maybe they'll have like these speeches.
And it's in Atlanta. It's in Atlanta. So
it's in Atlanta.
Sense,
yeah.
You know, there's going to be a lot of parties, but Gladys. She's doing the national anthem. There is no such thing as a national anthem.
We know what you meant.
Okay. Rob Kardashian. He's in court. Black China. Apparently, she abused him, and he's talking about it. He's also talking about, I guess, his sex life, because he says he likes to be scratched. Dr. Heather back here is a real sexologist.
Yes, I am.
Is that normal?
So that means I'm a sex therapist, sex researcher, and sex educator.
Yes.
I'm a marriage and family therapist.
Oh,
And it
true.
is something that people like to do. So I think there's more behind the scratching piece. We just don't know. But some people do like to be scratched or rubbed, or right before climax. They want you to dig in, because it just helps them climax it or longer, because sometimes it's something.
Dex, fix your face. Look
It's
at your
just so
face.
interesting.
It is.
Just
Okay.
do what you gotta
It
do
is
and
interesting.
get up.
Everybody's different,
Get
though.
up and go. All this
People want
extra
a
stuff.
prolonged
Where
orgasm.
you want to
especially
go? Where you
women.
supposed to go,
They
Dex?
like to have it for a
You have sex. We
long
want to
time.
cuddle.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Now Dex is taking us off. You don't cuddle?
No.
Dexter.
It's hot. Move.
Foreplay.
Move.
It's important.
What plays
Move.
before? After, move.
That's part of intimacy.
No.
Do you feel your connection? So here's a little
Look,
piece
I'm
of
learning
information.
something.
Your connection, when you want to be with someone in a loving, committed relationship or open, whatever it is, but it's a loving relationship, you want to keep that. Guess what the best time to cuddle is?
After.
The 15 minutes after you have an orgasm.
15 minutes?
For 10, let's say 10 to 15 minutes. So that is the crucial part of your connection. So that's when your pheromones, you're more likely to hear someone when they say something and agree. Remember that. So, please just know that 10 to 15 minutes after you have orgasm, that cuddle time is really important.
Okay.
So if you get up and you're the person who rolls away or gets up, you go to the bathroom, come right back. You got to come right back, though, because if you don't, and you realize something's going on with our relationship, how come we aren't connecting? Try that for a month and see what happens.
Because you're not doing the
that.
15
I like
minutes
that.
after.
That's how you can get them to make the tacos, too.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Do we have tacos before sex?
No, I'm just saying, like, afterwards, if you want them to do something, you say, like a baby boy, when he's like, oh, you're going to make those tacos. She's like, yeah, I'll make them. It's because of the
Yes.
intimacy. Okay.
Yes.
That's a no. I'm
The
taking
cuddle.
that.
Yes.
Mariah Carey's assistant is out here talking. I told you that Mariah Carey is suing the assistant because the assistant was extorting her. Now we're finding out why. Mariah's assistant said that Mariah's manager abused her, and Mariah did absolutely nothing about it.
Wow.
So what does she do? She said that Mariah's manager victimized her, called her a whore, called her the N-word,
Wow.
urinated on her, would sit on her, slap her breasts,
To me.
What?
Like, what
Slap
are
her
you doing that
buttocks.
this is happening?
Look at me doing my radio. I'm act like I'm introducing a song.
Yes.
Slapped her butt. Slapped her breast.
I mean, were they intimate?
No, this
this is-
woman would be beating her ass.
Just weird, but she's the manager, so it just seems odd to me that this was in a setting of business.
Yeah.
Well, this is what
I'm
she was
thinking,
doing.
how does
Right,
that-
you should have paid her because you don't want this out.
And she stayed like
Yeah, she's
You gotta get paid.
she getting paid.
She getting
so that was-
paid.
I shouldn't have said
But
that either.
now
Okay.
she tried to blackmail Mariah, and then Mariah had to sue her. It's just a mess. Chris Hansen, To Catch a Predator. Remember the show when it was on Dateline?
Yes.
I loved
Very
it.
good.
Chris Hansen has fallen on hard times. He was recently arrested for writing bad checks.
Maybe he didn't know they were bad. checks.
13, I think he did because he did it twice. $13,000 in bounce checks. You know where Chris Hansen went wrong? They were trying to call him and he was ignoring them. So then they sent him to the cops and had him arrested.
Oh.
You know how people get when you ignore them.
That's like karma.
Maybe
for
he was
catching
waiting
them-
on a big check
for
and
catching
just
them people
decided to
like
write
that.
the check.
No,
before
To
the
Catch a
big check
Predator.
came.
To Catch a Predator was a great
Great show.
show.
But you setting these guys up, and now same thing happened to you.
Well,
Oh.
Different circumstances.
yeah, but To Catch a Predator was a great song. Somebody's got to redo it. Maybe me. I'd be a great
Oh,
host.
you would be terrible.
That'd be-
You would be like, because they would come in there, like the guys would come in there with like flowers. So you'd be like, get your, you're so
Get 'em.
dirty.
Why is Bob Costas leaving NBC after 40 years?
Whatever.
Apparently, he's not retiring. He's going to do other projects like Major League Baseball and things like that. Bob Costas, towards the end of his career, was very critical of football players' injuries and CTE. He also became very political. And a lot of people are like, just do sport. Don't talk about politics.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So he faced a lot of criticism, but he used his platform as
Right.
Bob Costas,
Okay.
to talk about things.
Just
so
like a lot of the athletes are doing.
he's exactly, but some people hate when you mix in politics. Like right now, we've got politics because I got a book to tell you about. Christie, the former governor of New Jersey, has a new book coming out entitled "Let Me Finish." If you're familiar with Christie, that's his favorite line. He would cut people off and say, "Let me finish," and he would come out there. Well, Christie wanted to be president. That wasn't going to happen. So then he got with Trump, went all the way up Trump's butt, right? And Trump still ain't give him a job. So now Christie is having revenge. This is some of the things. Y'all ain't even got to buy the book because I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, these are some of the things that are in this book. He said that Trump is surrounded by amateurs, grifters, con men, unconvicted felons. He said Trump told him, you got to lose weight because you're too fat. You should wear a longer tie so that you don't look so fat. Christie didn't get along with Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, who's married to Ivanka.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about
Okay,
I'm thinking about
okay.
the tie thing. I'm thinking about
They
the
say
tie.
if you wear a tie, you won't look as fat. Okay. So, years ago, when Christie was a prosecutor, he put Jared Kushner's dad in jail. So why would he think that Jared Kushner would give him a pass and come into the White House? That's common sense.
Yeah.
He don't like me, so he ain't gonna do nothing for me. But Jared Kushner's dad was interesting. I thought I was Betty. Jared Kushner taped his brother-in-law having sex with a prostitute. Then he turned around and gave the tape to his sister.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That's love right there.
That's love.
For a
That's
former
called
governor. This is his book. It's crazy.
But all of this is in the book.
Wow.
He referred to Jared Kushner as the kid, and he says that Trump trusts people that he shouldn't. The book comes out January 29th. It's Christie Unplugged, everybody. And the book is entitled Let Me Finish. If you like what you saw, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. There was so much that we talked about.
So much.
Predator scratching, urinating, Grammy, Super Bowl. You get it all here.
Yes.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. To my co-host, to Dexter, thank you.
Thank you.
She's a real sexologist, everybody. This is Dr. Sex Heather. Where can they find you on YouTube?
Y'all can go to my YouTube page, which is SEXDR Heather. SEX space DR Heather.
This is what we do. Pop culture, entertainment, give you a little laugh. But thank you for joining us.